Asamoah Yaw, sometimes I talk too much, but sometimes I have a feeling that something needs to be talked about. And I hear nobody talking about it or doing something about it. And I'm going to give a small advice on this. You know, if you're not careful, you might think Asamoah Yaw is a professional in the health industry. No, I'm not. I've not been to any health institution to learn anything. But I have read a lot about my life and health in general. And I know that the human body cells do not last forever. No single cell, I believe, lasts more than 31 days. The doctors can prove me wrong if I'm wrong. All the body cells don't have everlasting life. There's a beginning of that cell. It grows up, it does its function, and there comes a time that cell has to create a substitute to take over, and it perishes. I believe between 27 and 31 days, all human body cells do create new ones to take over their functions. But when you are about 50 or 60 years old and above, some of the cells are not capable of creating a new cell to take over its activity. So that particular cell's duty, if there's no other cell taking over, that duty is missing. Supposing that duty is memory, storing or storage of memory. I'm 82 years old, meaning that most of my cells, or some of my cells, which originally were there in my 30s and 40s, are no more there at this age. Meaning that the duties of those cells that are not available are vacant. For example, taste cells, scent cells, hearing cells, cells of all kinds, memory cells. As an old man, I keep forgetting so much, meaning that the cells responsible for memory storage are no more active. They failed to create, or they were not capable of creating new cells for memory so that I can remember everything. The cells are perished. So I become an old person who can't remember anything. It is true. I've read a few things, and I'm sure doctors will agree with me, that all the human body cells do not last forever. They have a time period that they die, but before they die, they create a new one to take over. And over time period, there will come a time when the cell or cells cannot produce a new one to take over, and they perish and perish forever. Meaning that that duty of that particular cell is missing in that human body. So, it's so difficult. I don't know. How do we solve that problem? This is very natural. You know, no human being can live over 200 years. I've never heard of any human being in real life, even though they're saying, this guy in the Holy Bible, what is his name? Methuselah, as old as Methuselah, or even Adam. Adam, I believe, was about 960 years old, you know. It's all fiction. It's all fiction. You can never have a human being who has lived 200 years and over. And I'm 82, getting to 83. It's possible I can have a few more days, a few months, possibly a year or two, I don't know. But while we're here, I know, or while I'm still alive, I know I will lose some cells in my body chemistry, that I'm going to suffer from these things, but I don't have choice. I don't have choice. All I'm saying is that probably if we eat well, drink well, breathe well, live a healthy life, it is possible some of the cells will have a longer life and therefore keep us alive as normal as possible. So my point here is, don't just eat because you're hungry. Eat because the body needs what you're going to eat. 2, don't just drink because you're thirsty. Drink good quality water that your body really needs, not because you're thirsty. Breathe good air, not just breathing, good air. Your body needs good air. All the cells in the body need this. So if you just breathe, you live close to dusty area or smoky area, you're breathing bad air. And for a period, there will come a time the body will tell you, or your brain will tell you, that there's headache, there's this problem, this problem, this problem. It's all because you breathe bad air. You were breathing just because the body requires it. You're not breathing good air. And lastly, the 4th part, try to stay away from filth. Anything that is filthy or dirty, or that, anything that is not healthy.
For your body.
Yes. Try to stay away from anything that the brain rejects as bad for the body. Stay away from filth, dirt. But most people don't care. They just live anyhow. They don't even see their clothes are dirty. They don't see they haven't bathed. They don't see the food is well prepared. They don't think of it. Filth. Stay away from filth. Drink good air, breathe good air, drink good water, and eat good food. At least you can postpone your life a little bit. You will not just die like that. So my final statement is that, I don't know. We don't have control of this body, absolutely. We have certain controls. But if you do these 4 things, you are controlling the body to last a little longer than it would normally do. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, you know, this kind of speech need to be given by a medical doctor, a professional health person. But I'm not. But I've read a few things and talked to professionals, and I think it's worth bringing it or sharing to the public in general. So I'm done.